So the reason I'm doing this is because apparently you're supposed to be 1 foot from the microphone just to get optimal sound quality, so it's not like this. So the reason why I measure it out like that and how I know that this is 1 foot is because I've actually heard that from here to here is the same length as your ruler. You see, it's roughly 1 foot. So it works out kind of the same. How long was that? That took 40 seconds out of this video, that whole gag. That was a bad joke. A bad joke. So this is present day me. That was me in the past. It's been a while since I've done anything in terms of recording or watching stuff. To be honest, I really haven't been in the mood to record or do anything like that. Seeing what's been happening in the past few weeks has just kind of really pissed me off, to be honest. But I think I'm ready to try and get back into it. I've cut my hair. I did actually film the intro to this a few weeks ago, so I'm going to throw it back to past me. You know, it would be funny if I just went back and rewatched my intro from almost a month ago now. It could be funny or it could be incredibly annoying. So I think I'm going to do that. So we're on Game of Thrones episode
Look at this
8.
cunt.
I just finished 7 and I moved
Who does he think he
straight
is?
onto this one. So apparently that deer in the last episode was actually a real carcass that was being skinned, which is pretty cool, and it makes sense that they wouldn't really go to all that effort to make a fake prop. I've never skinned an animal except in a game, maybe Red Dead Redemption.
Good game.
So I've never skinned an animal, or a person for that matter. I don't know why I'm talking about skinning. Ned has been arrested, I'm assuming. He's been caught, betrayed by Littlefinger, who we didn't really trust anyway. In fact, he said not to trust him.
That was actually a pretty helpful catch up. Okay, so back with one of the best characters so far.
Left low. Do you break anything? The sector left my edge. What is it?
Wow, so it's just falling apart now. I guess Ned's killing everyone who isn't loyal to the Queen. So this feels like what I've been led to believe Game of Thrones is more about the mass killing. I'm not sure if they would kill her or not. She's supposed to get married to Joffrey. I'm not sure if I want them to kill her. I'm still kind of on the fence about her. Okay, now this isn't good. This is a character I actually care about.
Come with us. Your father wants to see you.
They know what's up.
And why is it that Lord Eddard is sending Lannister men?
Mind your place, dancing master.
That's a good title for him.
Of yours. Get out of my way, little man.
I've never really noticed how little he is. Maybe it's because he's been standing next to Arya this whole time. I haven't seen any other reference points.
Arya, child, we are done with dancing for the day.
This is his hero
Run
moment.
to your father.
As much as I like him, I can't see him surviving. I wonder how small the actor is. He does look kind of small.
Bloody oafs.
Here we go.
Be gone now, Arya.
What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.
Go.
So, I'm wondering if they're going to go back to that, or if that's just going to be the last we see of him, and we're supposed to infer that he died. But he can't be dead. He said the line, "Not today." I think it would be a really nice touch if that's just the last we see of him. Like, we assume he died, but the last we see of him is like kicking ass and fighting for his life, proving his catchphrase. Or he could come back as a tiny little White Walker. Who knows? That would make a really good little stuffed toy. I'm quite tired today. I'm not sure what's wrong with me.
Need it.
Oh, she's gonna get her sword.
What do you want?
Want you, wolf girl. Come here.
Oh, if Arya kills this kid,
She'll reward you.
she'll be the best character.
Stay away.
Yes! that kid just learnt a valuable lesson. Or not, because he's dead. Arya, still the best character so far. Killed the first kid. The first of many, hopefully, annoying kids that are killed. She's really putting in the work.
What madness led you to tell the Queen you had learned the truth about Joffrey's birth?
Yeah.
Madness of mercy. That she might save her children.
Ah, the children.
Yeah, it's like I've been saying, Ned is too honourable. But he's the kind of person who'd probably rather die than sacrifice his honour. And he's probably gonna die because of that.
Bring me a horn of ale, Snow. Pour one,
Don't mind if I do. A horn of ale.
Lord Stark has been charged with treason. They say he conspired with Robert's brothers to deny the throne to Prince Joffrey.
So I'm guessing he's not allowed to leave the wall to go and help. He's here for good, pretty much. But I've got a feeling that won't really stop him from trying anyway.
I hope you're not thinking of doing anything stupid. Your duty lies here now.
My sisters were in King's Landing too.
He's thinking Arya's probably killed a whole army by now.
You're summoned to King's Landing to swear fealty to the new king.
Not gonna happen.
Joffrey puts my father in chains. Now he wants his ass kissed. His Grace summons me to King's Landing. I'll go to King's Landing.
So it looks like we've got our real first big battle coming up. So as much as I'm backing the Starks, and I think they should, I can't really see them winning this. I mean, I know there's another 7 seasons, so I know it's probably not going to go well for them.
Will you shut up?
Yes, these two are quite the couple.
What do you want, Bronn? Gold? Women? Golden women? When you're tempted to sell me out, remember this. Whatever their price, I'll beat it. I like living.
So, as charismatic and as persuasive Tyrion is, I feel like if he were to ever lose his money or his status, he'd be at a real disadvantage. I mean, he could probably still talk his way out of quite a lot of trouble, but it's almost like he's too confident now. Also, I know the sides of good and bad are kind of blurred in this show, but there's no way they can let Tyrion side with his family, because his family are definitely evil, and I don't think they'd try and get you to hate Tyrion.
How would you like to die, Tyrion, son of Tywin?
In my own bed, at the age of 80, with a belly full of wine and a girl's mouth around my cock.
Classic Tyrion.
That trinket is worth more than everything your tribe earns. I will give you this.
What is this?
The Veil of Aaron.
Okay, so that's interesting. What I was just saying about how he uses his charm to get out of dangerous situations. But like we just saw there, that didn't really work. They kind of laughed at him and they thought he was, funny or whatever. I guess they said they weren't going to kill him, which is something. But in the end, it did take him using his power and his influence and his money to leverage himself out of that situation. So if he loses that, then I think he's going to be in quite a bit of trouble.
Who's there?
It's too quiet.
Hello, Commander.
Yep. It's a White Walker. So they can't really deny they exist anymore now.
When I am done with the Lannisters, I will march back north, root you out of your keep, and hang you for an oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker, is it?
Becoming a real leader.
I'll not sit here and swallow insults from a boy so green he pisses grass.
Yeah, dog. Made himself look kind of stupid there. They're all crazy. That poor kid has no idea what's going on. Kind of like all those guys a bit more now.
Your brother will get no help from them where he's going. The old gods have no power in the south. The weirwoods there were all cut down a long time ago.
So I'm really interested in the idea of these things. I'm sure there are a thing in the book that were described with lots of detail, but I'm hoping we learn more about what these are.
They were touched by White Walkers. That's why they came back. That's why their eyes turned blue. Only fire will stop them.
How do you know that?
Fire stops ice. That's like Pokemon logic 101.
Tyrion.
Uncle? Father?
Tyrion's like the bad teenager coming back home.
This is Shagga, son of Dolph, chieftain of the Stone Crows. Here we have Bronn, son of...
You wouldn't know him.
This is definitely seeming like Tyrion is a teenager bringing back all of his rebellious friends to his dad.
Joffrey rules in King's Landing.
He knows he's in trouble now.
Stark's son has called his banners. He moves south with a strong host.
Green boy. One taste of battle and he'll run back to Winterfell with his tail between his legs.
He's like twice the age of Joffrey.
We've captured a Lannister scout.
Don't worry, lad. He won't be leaving this tent with his head.
Let him go.
Rob.
Yeah, if that was me, I would probably kill him, to be honest. But I do like the fact they're giving Rob his own character and his own way of doing things. And to be honest, I think Ned probably would have done the same thing. This does remind me of a game of Game of Thrones that I've seen, where you can like make your own choices and stuff like that. Maybe, possibly, in the future, it's something I could do.
It is time to rest and look back with pride on your many years of service.
Your Grace, the King's Guard is a sworn brotherhood. Our vows are taken for life. Only death relieves us of our sacred trust.
Whose death? Sir Barristan, yours or your king's? The council has determined that Sir Jaime Lannister will take your place
Of course.
as Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
The man who profaned his blade with the blood of the king he had sworn to defend.
Careful, sir.
You shall be given a stout keep beside the sea, with servants to look after your every need.
A hall to die in, and men to bury me. I am a knight. I shall die a knight.
I kind of like this guy. Oh, it's on.
Even now I could cut through the five of you like carving a cake. Here, boy. Melt it down and add it to the others.
This is why I like Game of Thrones. So this guy, Lord Barristan, he's been in the show. We haven't really seen that much of him. He's been in a few scenes here and there. But in that one scene, how long was it? Like 1 or 2 minutes. He came across as this huge badass. Definitely more interested in this guy's character now.
But your father has to confess. He has to confess and say that I'm the king.
He's not going to do that.
Or there'll be no mercy for him.
Yeah, he's not going to do that. So I'm guessing he's dead. The only way I can see Ned doing that is if they literally had one of his kids there and they were threatening to kill them. Then that would be the only way. As for Joffrey being king, now you have this immature megalomaniac. He's got no experience leading whatsoever, with incest running through the family, and he's blonde. Terrible, terrible. Can you imagine? I think Tyrion's story is getting really interesting. Not only is he in debt to this mountain clan, he's going to have to fight with them. Joffrey is king, his dad isn't fond of him, so I think things are looking pretty bad for him. I could see him switching to the Stark side. Ned, I think his number is pretty much up. He's going to have to pull off something pretty spectacular. So Barristan, I could see definitely going over to the Stark side and helping them. And Arya killing that annoying kid. It's good, it's good. Now she just needs to find old breastfeeding Bob, or whatever he's called. 2 episodes to go until the finale. Not sure if I'll leave a gap between the final episode of season 1 and the first of season 2, but it's good to be getting back to it after quite a while. I don't know what else to say, so that's the end.